LLCs are generally the best way to structure your business in the USA. Why? Because LLCs protect your personal assets and give you tax benefits. But here's the thing, setting up an LLC can get tricky if you don't follow the right steps, and there have been some recent changes that you really need to know about. In today's video, I'm gonna walk you through the entire process of setting up an LLC, from picking a name to keeping your LLC in good standing. Stick around, and by the end, you'll know exactly how to do it right. My name is Bishoy Habib, and I'm the realest real estate attorney you know. Over the past 12 years, I've closed over 1,000 transactions totaling $12 billion. I know what works and what doesn't when it comes to setting up a business, and today I'm here to break down the LLC process in simple, no-fluff steps. So let's get started. Step 1, pick a name for your LLC. The first thing you'll need to do is pick a name for your LLC. It sounds simple, right? Well, there are a couple things you gotta keep in mind. First of all, your name has to be unique in the state. Even if someone has a different name, but it sounds similar to the one you want, your state may deny your name. So make sure you check with the Secretary of State's website to check if your dream name is already taken before you print any business cards. Easy way to do this, search your name. So for example, you would say Florida LLC search, and then you could search the name and see, does somebody already have my name or not? Second, most states require your LLC's name to include a designator like LLC, LC, limited liability company, etc. That tells the world you're running an LLC. Finally, while it's not required, I would recommend picking a name that makes sense for your business. For example, if I was opening a toy store, I would name it something like Bishoy's Toys LLC, not something vague like ABC Enterprises. Pro tip, you can always do a DBA if you want the business to operate under a different name. DBA means doing business as, and it's like an alias or a trade name. Step 2, you want to appoint a registered agent. This is someone who can receive legal documents on behalf of your LLC. You can do this yourself, but many business owners hire professional registered agent service because registered agents need a physical address in the state where the LLC is set up, and they have to be available during normal business hours. If you plan to set up your LLC in a state like Delaware or Nevada or Wyoming because they're business-friendly laws, but you don't live there, you have to hire registered agent service. Step 3, file your articles of organization. Now it's time to make things official by filing these. This is a fancy way of saying, hey state government, I'm starting an LLC. Most states require you to include basic information like your LLC's name, address, purpose, and the contact details of your registered agent. Some states may ask whether your LLC will be member managed or manager managed, and it's important to know the difference between the two. In a nutshell, member managed just means the members are going to manage it. Manager managed means there's one manager or a couple managers that are going to manage it. They don't have to be members, but they usually are. Now, some states make all this information public, like Florida, that is all the information that you're filing, and some states keep it anonymous, like Wyoming. You can usually file this online through your Secretary of State's office, and this is when you would pay the filing fee, which is usually around a couple $100. Step 4, you want to draft an operating agreement. Now, this may not be required by law, but it's very important. The operating agreement is the Bible for your company, and in it you're going to have ownership percentage, who makes the decisions, how the profits are split, capital contributions, which means who has to put money in if there's money needed, and a bunch of other things. Trust me, if there's ever a disagreement down the line, you'll be happy you have this document. Step 5, get your EIN or employer identification number. This is basically your LLC's social security number. You'll need it to pay taxes, hire employees, and set up a business bank account. Very, very important pro tip, do not pay for an EIN number. There are a bunch of fake IRS websites out there that try to scam you into paying hundreds of dollars for the EIN. You can do it online within 5 minutes, absolutely free. I'm gonna post the official IRS link below where you could do it for free, so make sure you use that one. Don't pay for an EIN number. Step 6, set up a business bank account. You'll wanna open a separate bank account for your LLC. Keeping your business and your personal finances separate is crucial if you wanna maintain your liability protection. One of the biggest mistakes I see investors make is commingling personal and business funds, and that is a huge no-no. That's how you create personal liability on yourself and pierce the corporate veil, as we like to say. Make sure that all authorized members of your LLC have access to the account, and remember to use it exclusively for business transactions. Step 7, keep your LLC in good standing. This usually means paying annual dues and filing any required reports, even if your business didn't make any money that year. If you don't stay compliant, your LLC could be revoked, which means you'd have to start the whole process all over again, and someone else could snatch that business name. Not ideal, especially if you've created goodwill or a website with that business name. And that's it. Those are the steps you need to follow to set up your LLC in 2025. The process isn't super complicated, but it's easy to make mistakes if you don't know what you're doing. If you're feeling overwhelmed or want to make sure everything's done right, my team and I are here to help, so click the link below, we'll get in touch and we'll guide you every step of the way. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss any future videos. I'll see you on the next one.